Hello, everybody. It's Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com. And today I have got three fan favorite cards to share with you. You guys love your pop-up cards. I know you do. I hear from you how much you love a pop-up card. Well, let me show you the cards we're going to be creating in today's video. Oh my goodness. I love, love, love these pop-up cards. They are so much fun. And guys, I can't even begin to tell you how easy they are to create. We're going to create today's cards. I want to show some tips and tricks on how to make these quickly, easily, and get this, it's also a one sheet wonder. Oh, yeah, I said it. It's a one sheet wonder, 1 6x6 piece of designer series paper, and you're going to be creating these beauties. Are you ready to learn how? Of course you are. Let's go get started. I just love a good fun fold, but you know what I love more? Cards that kind of become their own little pieces of work. So you see, this card is able to stand up. So if you love to send cards that people can display, and we know how much people love to display our hand stamped art, this is the card for you. And the other thing you're going to love about today's cards is yes, they do fit into a medium-sized envelope. So this is a card you can pop in the mail, and when your friend gets it and they take out that card and pop, it just becomes this wonderful piece of work. You can see you're going to do your writing here on the inside. I've got three cards to share with you. We're going to make one because they are all made the same way. We're going to create this fabulous thanks card. I loved the colors in this one. So let's talk about the supplies that we need. You really don't need a lot. So yes, we only need one little sheet of 6x6 designer series paper. So you can either cut down one of your 12x12s as I did here. This is the Expressions in Ink designer series paper. Let's look at the back. Oh, yeah, do you see that gold foil in there? Beautiful. A piece of 6x6 or a quarter sheet of a 12x12, whichever you're working with, because I know we do also have 6x6 designer series paper as well. This is Magenta Madness, Connie's favorite color. Let me give you the measurements on this. It is 5.5 by 9.25. And the scoring on this is 1.5 inches, 2 3/4 inch. Now at this point, you could rotate your cardstock around and repeat that 1.5 and 2 3/4, or if you like to go all the way across, you're going to do a 6.5 and a 7 3/4. All right. Now, we also have a couple pieces here of some basic white. And I have a piece that is 3.5 by 5.25. That's for where we're going to write our message for the back of our card. And then I have a little scrap here. This is a 2 by 3.5, and that's for our sentiment on the front. So guys, don't need a lot, right? Let's talk about the magic cutting for our designer series paper. Super, super easy. The first thing we need to do is we need to cut this down to 5.25 inches. All right, so we're just going to take that. I am going to tell you this is truly scrap. So you might find a place that you can use that really pretty paper on something else, but we are going to start with a 5.25 by 6-inch piece of designer series paper. So I'm going to flip this around. I want the 6 inches up at the top because we're going to be cutting 5.25-inch pieces. So now what we want to do, we're going to start with a piece that is 1.25 inch. Got to make sure I say that right. And another 1.25 inch. And that is going to leave us a 3.5-inch piece. So let's make sure we've got those right. 3.5 by 5.25, and two pieces that are 1.25 by 5.25. That's it. That is your cutting. I'm telling you, easy peasy, double cheesy. Let's bring in that magenta. And how we want to fold this is we want to bring the two ends to the inside, all right? And then we want to bring these flaps to the outside. So they're going to kind of accordion fold like that, all right? That's actually the back of our card. I really recommend a bone folder, guys. It's going to make your cards nice, sharp, and crisp. So there's that. Let's go ahead and adhere our designer series paper. So we're going to adhere, you get to choose. If you want that green on front and you want these on the sides, if you want all green and showcase that gold, you can do that. It's all about options and it's all about your creativity. I'm going to do this pretty paper here on the front of my card. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be your new favorite card. I guarantee it. It is so much fun and so easy to make. We'll add that to the front. Now let's kind of spread these flaps out. And these are going to go here on the outside. Do you see? We want them to be on that outside. And I decided I really liked that green on the outside. But remember, you can do it whichever way you want. You know, if you are a designer series paper hoarder, you are going to love this card. And I hope you will give it a try. In fact, if you do, be sure to leave me a comment. I love to hear when you guys make the cards you see here on my channel. It makes me happy. Hey, I love a thumbs up too. So while you're at it, give me a little thumbs up. Give me a little love. All right, there is the base of our card. Oh my gosh, easy, right? Let's do a little decorating now. We're going to do a little stamping with the artistically inked stamp set. This one is beautiful. You've got to love a stamp set that makes you look like a watercolor artist, right? Okay, this one's going to be super easy. We're going to start with a little pale papaya. And this stamp set has this wonderful just watercolor ink blob. Sorry, I kind of don't know what else to call it. Remember. Okay, let's do some Magenta Madness. We're going to stamp ourselves a very pretty flower right down here in the corner. I mean, look at that color. Just pow, right? It's just there. With some old olive, we'll add a couple quick leaves. So we'll stamp one here, come along right next to it there. And then we're going to take that Whisper White. This was the 2 by 3.5. And we're also going to stamp thanks on that one as well. Now we're going to do a little die cutting to this. Now this one is optional, but I really like the looks of the die cut. If you didn't want to do that, feel free to trim this down to a size that's maybe a little more manageable. But let me show you my favorite die set right now. It is the Scallop contour dies. Oh, I love these scallops so much. And you see, it actually comes with a totally different stamp set, the color and contour. So I have leaves that match it, but guys, for me, it's all about these scallop labels and the scallop die. We're going to take the second to the largest one here. And you see that'll fit on there. I can center up my thanks, and we're going to go die cut that. I think a wow card deserves a wow die, don't you? All right, we're going to put this card together. We will take our stamped sentiment and that beautiful magenta flower, a little adhesive here on the back. And this goes here on the back of our card. So yeah, even though it's its own little piece of artwork and how it stands up, you still have a place to write your message. Now, for our sentiment, we are simply just going to add it to the front of our card. And there we go. I just did that with my Stampin' Seal. And then with a glue dot, I added some of the Magenta Madness ribbon with a real pretty bow, which makes it such a wow. There's the inside. Let me go ahead and bring in those other two cards. I'll give you a little info about those as well. So this one here is done with a new stamp set that has become a quick favorite of mine called Delivering Cheer. You can see I did some coloring here with my Stampin' Blends. Love that. So this was it was a simple card. Sending healing thoughts. May nature's beauty bring peace to your soul. And then, of course, I showed you. I just stamped a little bit right there on the inside. So that is a great card. Oh, that designer series paper, that is from the Harvest Meadow. And I want you to notice on this one, I stuck to the same color. I didn't flip over the designer series paper like I did on this card. I decided that So Saffron and that Misty Moonlight just look so pretty together. Love that. One more card if you guys are ready for some Christmas cards. So I used two stamp sets on this one. I used the Christmas season. You see there aren't any sentiments in that one. So I brought in Merriest Moments. That designer series paper is the gingerbread and peppermint. And yes, this one I did flip the designer series paper over. So I have a little bit of red, a little bit of green, some early espresso here on my pine cones, and did a little die cutting because yeah, Christmas season actually also has a set of dies to go along with it. So that's kind of a more fun over the top card, but I thought you guys would enjoy that one as you're starting to prepare your Christmas cards. And hey, We love to display Christmas cards, right? We want our Christmas card to be on the mantle. We want it to be front and center. And this is going to be a really great Christmas card to send. But you know what? It's also a great one when you want to send a get well. People love to display cards when they've been ill. It's always nice. I always like to say I like to leave get well cards around my house. So when it's messy, people are going to think, oh, she's just been sick. And that's why her house looks that way. What they don't know is I spent too much time crafting and not enough time cleaning. Of course, then we have that gorgeous thanks card that we just created that's bright and beautiful. There you go. A pop-up, stand-up piece of art. You guys are going to love creating these cards. I can't wait to see what you guys have up your sleeve with this design. If you enjoyed today's pop-up card video, would you give me a thumbs up on YouTube? I so appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, why not take a minute to click that great big red subscribe button? And YouTube will let you know when I'm back with a new video. We'd love to have you as a subscriber here on my channel. Well, that's all for me today, my friends. I can't wait to stamp with you again soon. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.